In last week's episode of Soap, Carol told Jody she's pregnant and he's the father, presenting Jody with a problem that won't disappear. Because Elaine's father cut her off, her inheritance disappeared. So Elaine and Danny had to move in with Bert and Mary, who wished she'd disappear. Tim and Corinne are going to be married, and Tim's mother wishes Corinne would disappear. Chester and Dutch disappeared from prison and had the police looking for them. Benson, Billy, Eunice, and Corinne disappeared from the dining room and had Jessica looking for them. Then Jessica disappeared. Confused? You won't be after this week's episode of Soap. This is the story of two sisters, Jessica Tate and Mary Campbell. These are the Tates, and these are the Campbells. And this is Soap.
All right, Mrs. Tate, you scream for help and I'll blow your head off.
Do as he says, Jeff.
Chester? Is that you, Chester? Oh, darling, darling, you did escape.
That's right, and we're hiding out here. Now, all of you, just go about doing whatever it is you do. And remember, one word of this and somebody gets killed.
Don't be silly. You don't have to hide down here. We have a perfectly lovely guest room upstairs with a private bath.
Jess, we've escaped. We have to hide.
Okay, everybody get up. Now, all of you, just go about your lives as if nothing was going on.
Fine, I'll go get dessert.
You hold it right there. Okay, now, everybody, you're all to live perfectly normal lives.
Sure, a normal life with a gun up my nose?
Billy, don't be rude. After all, Butch is our guest.
I'm Dutch.
Dutch? Hold it right there, Buster.
Oh, you fool. This man is Dutch. The Dutch are on our side. I'm very sorry, Captain.
Get over there. Okay, now, remember, one word. One word from anybody, and he dies.
Anything in particular we'd have to say?
Oh, it's a great meal, darling. It's really just a wonderful dinner.
The stuffing's the pits.
Oh, killer, I swear.
Easy, no. Come on, now. So we didn't know that Elaine doesn't like stuffing. She's probably allergic to it and had a reaction. Just...
Elaine, please.
Have a nice day today, darling. Darling? Nice day?
It was okay.
Come on, Elaine. My mother worked hard on this meal.
I'd rather starve to death.
Why don't you? You could stand to lose a few pounds.
Let go of me.
Hey, she didn't mean it, Elaine. She didn't mean it.
I meant it.
Take it easy.
How was work today, darling?
Oh, it's the usual.
Let's go out for dinner.
Elaine, the way you've been spending dough, I can't afford it.
You can't afford it. You can't afford anything. That's because you got the brain of a flea.
Okay.
She's a girl. Easy, fella.
So, how do you two guys like working together?
Oh, it's terrific.
Great.
Sure. One's got a flea brain, the invisible man's got none at all.
Easy. Darling, she's a girl.
You through with that?
Why don't we just have some dessert? It's your favorite, Danny. Chocolate cream pie.
Oh, God, I hope there's a stomach pump handy.
Take it easy, boys. Come on now. We're adults. And for the time being, the four of us are sharing this house together. We have to learn to live together. We have to have respect for each other. We're adults. Sit down.
You really need that. Why don't you just apply it directly to your hips?
It's not for me, dear. It's for you.
What are you doing here?
I don't know.
You came all the way up those stairs and you don't know why?
Maybe I came up here because I like to look at you.
To look at me?
Yeah, you're pretty.
No, I'm not pretty.
Sure you are.
No, I'm not.
Hey, you're very pretty.
Listen, you. If you came up here intending to rape me, let me tell you right now, it's not going to be any fun at all because I'll spit in your face.
Hey.
I'll scratch your eyes out. I'll kill you before I let you. Yeah, what?
I happen to be a killer, not a rapist.
Oh, I love it. A killer looks down on a rapist.
And if I was a rapist, let me tell you something, I wouldn't rape you. But I'm not a rapist.
Oh, and how come you wouldn't rape me? Because I'm not pretty.
No, you are pretty. You're very pretty. Why would you think that you're not pretty?
Because when I was a little girl, I was fat and I had buck teeth. I looked like a blowfish. And it doesn't matter what anyone says or how I look or what I do. I still feel like a fat, little, funny-looking 7-year-old girl.
That's funny.
That's not a bit funny.
No, but that's how I feel.
Like a fat, little 7-year-old girl?
No, like a puny little, skinny little 9-year-old. See, when I was a kid, I had all these terrible allergies. Had asthma and hay fever and hives. You name it, I was allergic to it. I spent my whole childhood just trying to get a breath. And I was real sickly looking, too. The kids used to call me Worm and beat me up. When I was 11, I changed my name to Dutch. They still call me Worm. It used to make me so mad.
And so you became a killer.
What, are you crazy? I was 11.
Oh, yeah.
Worm. Can you imagine that, being called Worm?
Well, listen, they used to call me Butterball.
They called you Butterball?
Mm-hmm. Everyone except Corinne. She used to call me Lardo.
Butterball. I think that's kind of cute.
That is not a bit cute.
How you doing, Butterball?
Knock it off, Worm. I'm sitting here laughing with a killer.
I can't believe I'm sitting here laughing with a rich girl.
Well, you're really very nice.
So are you. And you're very pretty.
No.
It's too bad I'm not a rapist.
Oh, Bert.
I know, Mary, I know.
3 meals a day.
I know.
That's 21 meals a week.
I know, Mary.
I wonder how many meals a year that is.
1,092.
Chuck! Chuck!
Bob, I have a date. Now go back to bed and don't wait up, okay? I'm going with you. You're not going. Yes, I am. Look, Bob. No, wait a minute, Bob. Now look. We have been through this how many times? Yeah, you know what I think. I think it stinks. It's amazing. Come on, Bob. Now look. If you had the date, I wouldn't go with you. I mean, I just want to be alone with her. You'll be alone. I won't say a word. I just want to see the movie. Gee, I got all dressed up and everything.
Chuck, go. I can babysit.
Hey, thanks, Dad. Yeah, okay, fine. Don't take me with you tonight. Yeah. And I don't go with you to the audition tomorrow. Come on, Bob. I mean, that could be a big break for us. No, you want to be alone. Well, you can be alone there, too. We'll just see how your career takes off. Okay, you can come. Yeah, but this time, keep your hands off her.
Bert, do you think Chuck might need some professional help?
No. I just think he's got to discipline Bob more.
Oh, my God, they're back.
Oh, Jody, how you doing,
Fine, great. Hiya, Ma.
Hello, honey. How are you?
Fine, terrific. Never felt better in my life. You know, I felt so good I had to drive up and say hello.
You got a problem.
Boy, do I have a problem.
Well, will you two guys talk? You
No,
know,
Bert, it's okay. You can stay. But please, no cracks, huh? I mean, this is serious.
What is it?
Carol's pregnant, and I'm the father. Bert, this doesn't mean I'm not gay.
Jody, please, what it means is you're good at it. I'm talking about the first time she's pregnant.
It's beginner's luck.
How about this man? Look at him here. Mary made a girl pregnant.
Well, I must say it wasn't something I expected from you. From Danny, yes, but you.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what to do about it.
Oh, you just do it a few more times, you'll be hooked. It's like pretzels.
This is serious.
Bert, Carol is pregnant. I'm in love with Dennis. This is not the perfect match. I mean, well, what do I do?
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, when you were 6 and you came home from day camp because Perry Miller was splashing you, I could say splash back. But this, how can I tell you how to spend the rest of your life? I have no frame of reference for this.
I know, there are not a lot of books written on the subject.
Who would want to read them?
I'm gonna get some coffee.
Oh, Jody, I'm sorry. I don't mean to let you down. I love you. I wish I had an answer.
It's okay, Ma. Really, it's okay. And your answers aren't so hot anyway, lady. If you remember, when I splashed Perry Miller, he broke my nose.
He did.
Hi.
Hi.
Were you sitting there watching me?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, I look terrible. I look so awful in the morning.
No, you don't. You look pretty.
No, I don't.
Sure you do. You look real pretty. You got real pink cheeks. Your eyes are real sparkly. You look very pretty. Your breath just smells a little.
That's just because I hadn't brushed my teeth.
No, listen, I'm sorry about last night. I'm really sorry.
You're sorry?
Yeah, I shouldn't have. I really shouldn't have. I mean, I got no business being with a girl like you. You're used to a whole different class of guy.
It was the best ever with you.
Well, that's because you probably haven't been with a guy before that hasn't seen a woman in 2 years.
Where are you going?
Back to the basement.
Oh, don't go.
Hey, what do you want with me?
I like you.
Come on.
I do.
You like me? Get out of here.
I do.
Well, if you like me, I guess I can't be all bad.
You're not bad. Will I see you tonight?
I don't think so.
Why?
Eunice, I'm wanted in 10 states. 10 states. I ain't got no future. And if I ain't got no future, I don't want you to start being special to me.
Am I special to you? Am I?
Go brush your teeth.
Well, Mary, tell me, what is it? I mean, you sounded positively frantic over the phone.
You won't believe it. You will absolutely not believe what is going on in my life. This is big.
Big? Oh, Mary, you don't know what big is, because, of course, you don't know what's going on in my life.
What? That Corinne is marrying a priest.
Corinne? Oh, that is nothing.
Well, what is it?
No, Mary, you tell me yours first, because after I tell you mine, you will not be able to talk.
Okay, but put your cup down first, otherwise you will spill your tea. Jody is going to be a father.
Dennis is pregnant?
No, Carol.
Oh, because if it was Dennis, you're right. That's big.
He got a girl pregnant. My gay son is going to be a father.
That's your news?
You don't think that's big news?
No, that's news. I think that's news. Not big news, but news.
Not big news?
Not compared to mine.
Oh, really?
Get ready, Mary.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Mary, what do you think that I have in my basement?
A thing. Your big news is about a thing?
No, Mary, not a thing.
Well, what is it?
2 killers.
Jessica, what are you talking about? 2 killers.
2 killers, Mary. I mean, I have 2 killers in my basement.
Who are they?
Well, Chester is one of them, but Dutch is the other one.
You mean they came here?
Yes, Mary, they're hiding out. And Dutch said if we went for help, he'd kill us.
You're kidding. Jessica, that's awful.
You see, I told you, mine's bigger.
Well, I don't know if it's bigger, Jessica. It's awful. But I don't know if it's bigger.
2 killers, Mary? I mean, I think 2 killers is bigger than a gay guy and 1 pregnant girl.
Yeah, I guess it's bigger.
Although yours is big.
Of course it's big.
Just not bigger.
I would have had you if it had been Dennis.
Ma, it's not your fault.
Oh, Corinne, I am sorry. I mean, I wanted to give you a wonderful wedding, and now your very own father can't even be here.
Ma, it's all right.
I wonder, do you think it's too late to have the reception down in the basement? Oh, Corinne, it's so hard to know what to do when there's an escaped prisoner in the family. Sorry.
Ma, all I want is to marry Tim. And it's finally going to come true. I'm happy, Ma. And if you gave me the most elaborate, the fanciest wedding in the whole world, it couldn't make me any happier.
Oh, I love you, Corinne. I love you.
I love you too, Ma.
I know. I'll wave to you.
Okay.
Oh, well, you about ready? How does it feel to break your word?
What?
Don't you remember? You told me when you were 9 years old that you'd never get married, not in a million years.
Did I really say that?
Yeah. It was all on account of a fight you'd had with Tommy Gibbs. You and he had made some lemonade, and when the fight started, he ran home and you gave me his share. But what I remember most about it was we sat on the porch and drank lemonade, and you called me your best friend.
Oh, Benson, you are. You really are. Oh, my gosh.
Who is that?
That's Mrs. Flotsky. That's Tim's mother. We never thought she'd come to the wedding. Mrs. Wonderful. Tim will be so happy.
Father Tim, what are you doing here?
I'm getting married. Didn't you know, Father?
You mean priests can marry now?
No, Father. I'm no longer a priest.
Oh, I thought it seemed too good to be true. And now, if the father of the bride will please take his place with the other guests. Oh, will the best friend of the bride please take his place with the other guests? Yes. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the sight of God to join this man and this woman in holy matrimony. If any person can show just cause why they may not lawfully be joined together, let him now declare it or forever hold his peace. And now, if the...
Just cause! I'll give you just cause! What right does that bimbo have to take my son's life and turn it into garbage? Oh, you could have been a bishop at least by now. What's with this tramp? Or maybe even a cardinal. Ma, oh, there should be laws against you. You're a terrible, terrible person. Yes, you are.
There being no just cause, let us proceed. Tim, do you take Corinne, here present, to be your lawful wife, according to the rite of the Holy Church of God?
I do, Father.
Will Danny and Elaine ever have a relationship that works? Will Chuck ever have a relationship with Bob around? What will be left of Bert and Mary's relationship living with Danny and Elaine and Chuck and Bob? What kind of a relationship could Eunice and Dutch ever have? Will Tim's relationship with his mother destroy his relationship with Corinne? What kind of relationship can Chester and Jessica have with Chester living in the basement and Jessica living upstairs? These questions and many others will be answered on next week's episode of Soap. In last week's episode of Soap, Dutch and Chester were discovered hiding from the police in the Tate basement. Dutch, to prevent the Tates from going for help, told them he'd kill Chester if they did. They didn't. Corinne and Tim had a wedding, during which Mrs. Flotsky tried to prevent their marriage. She couldn't. Jody told Bert and Mary that he's going to be a father. He told Bert to be serious. Bert wasn't. And Dutch went up to Eunice's bedroom. He said he didn't have anything on his mind, but did. Eunice thought about preventing it, but didn't. Confused? You won't be after this week's episode of Soap. This is the story of two sisters, Jessica Tate and Mary Campbell. These are the Tates, and these are the Campbells. And this is Soap.
It was such a lovely wedding. And you were the most beautiful bride I've ever seen.
Ah, thanks, Ma.
And Tim was so handsome. Oh, I just couldn't have been nicer. It's just a shame Bob got so drunk and hit Chuck. Corinne, living with your husband is going to be a lot different than living here.
Oh, I know that, Ma.
I mean, for example, Benson won't be there.
I know that, Ma.
You'll be living with a man. I don't care what Gloria Steinem says. Men expect certain things, you know?
Ma, I know this, really.
I'm not sure that you do. I mean, I remember when I first married your father, I was very surprised. First of all, I was surprised that any human being could take that long in the bathroom. And secondly, I was very surprised because my mother told me that on my wedding night I was expected to...
Ma, I know these things, really. Remember? I lived with a man.
Oh, yes, that's right, you did. Oh, well, then I guess you know all about everything you're supposed to know about.
Yep.
Good. I'm so glad, because I didn't have an idea in the world how I could explain it to you. You know, when I look back now on my life with your father, I can see all the places that we ran aground, and, well, I wanted to tell you about them so you could avoid them. But I realized that all those dangerous places, all the rocks in your marriage are going to be in different spots at different times. There isn't any way for me to warn you about them. But, you know, Corinne, whatever does happen in life is not nearly so bad when it's put into words. I guess the best thing I can tell you is just talk to each other. Hmm? Corinne, be happy.
I will, Ma.
Oh, good. Chester. Chester? Where are you?
I'm over here.
Oh.
I heard him rustling around these boxes earlier this evening. If he's lost or hurt, I'll never forgive myself.
Do you mean Dutch, dear? Because if you do, I think he's upstairs.
No, Arnold.
Arnold?
He's a rat.
A rat?
Yes. I met him last week over there behind the furnace. Oh, Jess, sometimes I feel like he's the only friend I've got left.
You don't mean a rat, not like an actual rat.
Well, Arnold is a very special rat.
Well, I guess he is, if he told you his name.
Jessica, I named Arnold myself. And I taught him all kinds of little special tricks. For instance, I'll set out a piece of cheese, and sooner or later, he'll creep out and eat it. It's usually when I'm asleep, of course, but still, isn't that wonderful? I'm also teaching him to scurry off.
Scurry off?
That's right. All I have to do is clap my hands like this, and he scurries off. And I'm also trying to teach him to come when I call him. Let me give it a try. Oh, 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 oh.
Don't you think it would work better, dear, if you just said, "Here, Arnold, here, Arnold"?
Jess, I wasn't calling him. It was something else. It was some kind of an attack.
Oh, Chester, an attack?
No, it only lasts a second or two. No, you mustn't worry. It's probably just tension.
Chester, it's because of this murder of yours. I thought no good would come of it. Look at us, for example. Chester, how long has it been since we had a normal married life?
Jessica, I am an escaped convict who's not allowed out of his own basement because I'm at the mercy of a killer. Well, don't you think that in some small way might have an effect upon our domestic life?
Chester, I love you. Why don't we spend the night together in our bedroom?
Oh, Jess, I'm sorry. I really am. It's just that everything that's going on, I just can't, you know?
Do you want this down here or upstairs in the bedroom or what?
No, Vincent, I guess you might as well leave it down here. You see, darling, I thought it would be really nice if we shared a bottle of your favorite wine together.
Oh, Jess, I just wish I deserved all the kindness you've shown me.
So do I.
You've just been so nice during...
Got that, Mother.
That was Arnold.
Tim, it's our wedding night, and you've been in there for over 20 minutes. Are you all right?
Well, sure. I'm just setting up the courtesy coffee, so it'll be all ready first thing in the morning.
I don't think we have to worry about coffee, Tim. Besides, I've already ordered champagne.
Okay, I'll be right there. I just want to rinse out a few things.
Tim, I think this is serious. I think you should come out now.
Good night.
You're a little nervous, aren't you?
Me? Don't be crazy. Why would I be nervous?
Good.
Well, this is some view, isn't it? I wonder how many miles you can see.
Tim, we're only on the second floor. Look, I can understand if you're a little uneasy, but you must have known all along that this would be part of our marriage. Hopefully.
Well, I thought I could handle it when the time came, but now I'm not so sure.
But it's not something you do alone. It's something we do together. Hopefully. That must be room service. Can you get it?
Sure. Coming.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Will that be all, sir?
Yes.
Father Flotsky. It's me, Orville.
All right, Orville.
Listen, Father, the reason you haven't seen me at Mass is I'm working Sundays.
It's okay.
And I want you to know, ever since my last confession, I have completely given up the twins.
Hiya.
I don't believe it.
You don't understand. This is my wife.
And you made me give up the twins.
Don't worry about it. Come on. Let's have a drink.
All right.
To us. You feel better?
Uh-huh.
Good. How much better? A little bit better?
No, a lot better. Definitely a whole lot better. In fact, I feel better now than I ever did in my entire... Ooh.
Oh, no.
Hello? Mother? Attack? What sort of an attack? Huh. Be reasonable. You're not dying. It's our wedding night. Of course she's here.
Bert. Time to get up.
Oh, 7 of my men are going to be off today because it's a Jewish holiday, and I'm going to have to do all their jobs.
Bert, could I talk to you before you go?
You know what kills me is I don't think they're all Jewish. 2 of them are black, and one's an Indian.
Darling, I really need to talk to you.
Well, we'll talk tonight, Mary. I got a big day ahead of me.
Well, at least you're going to have a day. I'm not going to have any day at all.
Is that a riddle, Mary? Because if it is, it's much too early for that.
I have no life, Bert. I have nothing to do all day. You know, the kids are grown and you're hardly ever home to dinner, and there's no laundry to do, nothing to clean, no beds to make, nothing.
I could be sloppier. I tell you what. Now, Mary, when I come home tonight, I'll mess up the house. But, Mary, right now, I can't talk, or else I'll be late.
Oh, you won't be late, Bert. I set the alarm ahead of half an hour. It's only 5. Bert, I need to talk to you.
Mary, I need to sleep.
I want to go to school, Bert.
Mary, it's 5:30 in the morning. School's closed.
I'm serious. I want to go to college. I want to study English.
Why? I think you speak it very well.
Are you against me going?
Hmm.
Why? Why?
Because I don't want you to feel bad.
Why should I feel bad?
When you fail, you'll feel bad.
I won't fail.
You might.
No, I won't.
I know. That's just the problem. You're going to get smart.
I'm not going to get smart, Bert.
Yeah, you will. You'll get smart, and then you'll get too smart for me. You'll learn all those things I don't know, and you'll start using big words when you talk, like notwithstanding and heretofore. I won't understand any of that, and then you're going to find out how really dumb I am, and you'll leave me for somebody smart who you can talk with about philosophy.
Oh, Bert.
It'll happen, Mary.
You're so dumb.
See, it's starting already.
Bert, I'm not going to get smart and leave you. First of all, you're the smartest man I know. And second of all, I love you. I want to go to school, Bert. I'll feel more like a person. I'll feel better. And if I feel better, it'll be better for us.
You really think I'm smart?
Oh.
Smartest man you ever met? Listen, Mary, I got 20 minutes left. No sense going back to sleep.
You're so smart.
Hey, Danny. She really picked up speed there.
Yeah, especially towards the end.
Still, it's amazing the way it knocked that horse right up under that cop.
He's okay, though. He's just stunned.
The cop?
No, the horse. See, he's up now, and he's eating my apple. Hey, look. The copper's up, too. Oh, he's down again.
Come on, Danny. Danny, what's the matter? Believe me, 40 stories up is not a good place to be depressed.
It's Elaine. Every day it's more and more shopping. She's charging up a storm. I tell you, you can't believe how much I'm in debt. You gotta be more careful. Anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do. She's not the kind of girl that settles for second best, and then she's got this idea that nothing's too good for her. There's no end in sight.
Wait a minute. What if you agree with her only more so? Hey, the same thing happened in some musical, Oklahoma. No, that wasn't it. Showboat. No. Carousel. Boy, you know, I really love musicals. The only one that ever disappointed me was Cabin in the Sky. But that was my fault because I thought it was going to be a musical about the construction industry.
Bert, you said you had some idea of how I could handle Elaine. I'd really appreciate it if you tell me what you think I should do.
Danny, kiss me shrew.
Kiss your what?
Not my what? Kiss Me Shrew. It's a very famous musical by Shakespeare. It'll work for you, Danny. I know it's going to work for you. See, in this story, this guy's got, a terrible wife.
Yeah?
And he keeps her in line. He comes in.
Hey! Whoa! Look out!
You're gonna love it.
Well, you can bet I'll save this ribbon. Oh, you shouldn't have a turtle.
You like it?
I love him. I'll put him back here so he can play.
Oh, Chester, you know the nice thing about a turtle is that that's something everyone can use, but seldom goes out to buy for himself.
Thank you for your gifts, too.
You're welcome, Daddy.
Please don't mention it.
Also, I had my eye on a spider for you over there behind the stairs, but he turned out to be dead, and I didn't want to bring back bad memories.
All right, I did what you asked, so I just hope I've heard the last of it.
You gave Arnold a proper burial.
Sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
Well, it's more like a burial at sea. Flushed him down the toilet.
Colonel, I understand you recently lost a valued rodent. And I thought the companionship of Sigmund might be of some solace.
Who's Sigmund?
A gallant Doberman I liberated from the Nazis during our push to the Rhine. Now, despite his ancestry, I think you'll find him a devoted and loyal patriot. Come, Sigmund. Sigmund, come. Here. Stay. Sigmund, your new master.
Well, Daddy, at least you don't have to worry about fleas.
No. Oddly enough, in his sunset years, he seems to be more bothered by more.
Daddy.
Nonetheless, he has still retained his basic knowledge of simple commands. Sigmund, lie down. Lie down. Good boy.
Words fail me. All I can say is,
What, Chester?
Landed right on the turtle.
Hey, his breathing sounds bad. This could be serious.
Oh, dear. Well, I'd better call an ambulance.
No, that's no good. They find out he's been hiding here, you'll all be in trouble for harboring a fugitive.
Well, Dutch, we have to do something.
I know. Wait a minute, Benson. You and the major take him out the back way and around to the front of the house. Then if anybody asks what happened, say he rang the doorbell and passed out on the doorstep.
Okay, that's a good idea. Here, give me your hand. Help me.
Dear, I'm going to call the ambulance.
I gotta get out of here. The cops will be swarming all over this place as soon as they identify your dad.
Let me come with you.
Are you crazy? It's too dangerous.
I don't want to be without you.
Listen, I can't make any promises. But after this calms down, I'll try to come back and see you.
Really, will you?
I'll try, but I don't know how long it'll take.
Goodbye, Tots. Be careful.
So long, sweetheart.
Yeah, they're not gonna buy it. This doesn't look natural.
What do you mean?
Well, the story is he rang the doorbell and then collapsed. This looks like he settled down for a nap. Here, give me a hand here. Let's get him up.
Oh, dear. You better hurry.
Yeah, this will make it look more real. Let's get him over here by the door. Billy, put his finger on the doorbell there.
Isn't that strange? It sounds as if he's perfectly fine.
I'm gonna count to 3. Now, when I do, everybody move away. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that looks natural.
Does Bert really have a plan to change Elaine? Does it involve surgery? Is Chester seriously ill? Or is he just upset about Arnold? Will Sigmund ever be housebroken? Will Dutch and Eunice get together again? Will Corinne and Tim get together? What will the police do when they discover Chester's been taken to the hospital? Will they have to wait for visiting hours to arrest him? These questions and many others will be answered on next week's episode of Soap.